So it looks like there was a data mine about a Red Star rework being on the horizon. Who knows what's happening with that? Hey, but in this video, I'm having an interesting conversation with OhEmGee about this current update and the current state of the game, guys. Not one you're gonna want to miss, so let's get to it and go smash it!
ValleyFlyin.
Hey, what's up all you Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here. I am back. I am joined by MobileGamer OhEmGee. What is up, brother?
How's it going? A lot of people are confused. A lot of people don't know me as MobileGamer, right? It's because I got two channels. My main channel is MobileGamer.
What is your preferred? I never know what to call you or title you. Anyway, we are here talking about the update. Now that we've given our initial impressions and given some time for this whole thing to digest, overall, what is your impressions of this update, my friend?
Shuri's amazing.
Yes.
Hulk is better.
Agreed.
Falcon is a big question mark, and bugs suck.
I think I'd agree with your whole assessment. Thanks for watching, guys.
That's it.
Anyway, let's get into more detail with all this, all right?
Yeah, right?
Shuri, the legendary Shuri. What are your thoughts on her? Have you tried her?
Well, two things. Legendary characters should be important no matter what.
Yes, Iron Man. Excuse me. What is it?
No,
sorry?
yeah, well, and she is, and they very specifically said that it was going to be a raid team, and
Yes.
so it's going to be fine in Blitz. I've had good luck in Blitz. If you check out my video, you see that it does not do well against Brotherhood. You know,
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't expect them to, but yeah.
that's not the point of the. I mean, you know, it's very interesting. We have Brotherhood, which was slated as. This is an offensive arena team, and it does not work well in raids, right?
Yes, they don't.
Because the cooldown,
maybe one node or one wave.
Yeah,
maybe?
it loses steam, and it's all based on the turn order and cooldowns, and it just kind of, fithers out. You know what I mean? And it's very, anti-healing and so on and so on. And you got Shield, which is, it seems like. Just all around best team in the game.
Exactly, I would say best all around.
Best all around team in the game. Yeah. But all the new kits that are coming out seem to be anti-shield kits.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've noticed that.
I have. Spider-Verse anti-shield.
Yes, and even Falcon is kind of an anti-shield kit, And so, then we've got this new hybrid team that is coming up, which, if you haven't seen it yet, where have you been? Thanos, Minerva, and then some of the Guardians, and it's, what do they call it? Guardian Minerva, but it's...
Oh, I don't know what they're calling it. I just been calling it a hybrid team, because I don't know what to call it.
And there's some variations, but the standard variation is Minerva, Thanos, Rocket, Star-Lord, and Groot. Some people run Vision instead of Groot, and some people run Drax instead of Thanos. But, it's a combination of Guardians and Minerva, and it's ugly. And now we have Shuri, and Shuri is just going to be the end-all raid team, which Defenders kind of had that role for a little bit. Like, Defenders is definitely, like, the best early team to get. You don't fool around with the Defenders, right?
I mean, they're still one of my higher power teams, because they're still...
Yeah.
Another good all-around team. They don't really excel too much in one game mode. They're just one of the better teams in every game mode. But
yeah,
I'm not building them anymore. I'm working on Wakanda.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm spending all my resources on Shield and Brotherhood, and then I'll take my Wakandans up to 60 at least with all the purples, and then decide if it's that I want to start doing orange mats. Probably do at least one orange mat on Shuri's passive. I'm that impressed so far with it. I mean, it's going through the Thanos raid with those guides is amazing. And what I want to also know is, like, some people's Black Panther is quite a bit higher powered, and so they're splitting up the team and running Riot Guard instead of Black Panther and keeping Black Panther on brawlers. My Black Panther I never developed out, so I'm going to just run full Wakandans for now.
Yeah, I got my Black Panther pretty high, so he wouldn't go with them yet, but I look forward to building up the rest of the Wakandans. Quick question before we get into these Thanos raids. How are you doing with your orange mats for Ultron? I know we talked about it last week. How are you coming along with that?
Oh, you're talking about the orange. Oh God.
Orange gear. Yeah, not the mats. The gear.
Okay, it definitely changed my. I'm always checking that store, and I'm always buying those. It's gonna take forever. I mean, I've got one of them up to 3. You know what I mean? And a lot of them are still at 0. And I just think this is gonna be a thing from now on. Just get all of them all the time, always, whenever you can. I don't know if I want to spend Alliance War store currency on it. That's kind of I kind of think I need to save that for Carnage, and that's going to be dependent on how good Shuri is. And right now she looks amazing, but if I ever want to get Shuri to 6 and 7 stars, I'm going to have to focus down on Carnage, because that's going to be kind of like the whole. And really, the Alliance War store is the only place to get Carnage unless you just buy him in packs or something, right?
There's not even a pack that you straight up buy him. You got to buy these stupid orbs right now. But what are your thoughts on these Thanos raids? Actually, let me come back to that real quick. The Alliance War store, what I'm doing, and I think it's the same thing you're doing, buying Carnage. I'm not spending anything on materials there, just on these orbs that you could open, and I'm refreshing that supply store every day as well. I'm spending at least 100 on that spread out.
Oh, I'm not refreshing the store, but I'm buying. I'm not even looking at the guide. I'm just buying every 72,000 part in there.
Pretty much all of them are good except for 3. The Judas bullets and 2 other things are not.
I probably could research the 3 I don't want, but lately I've just been buying. Whenever I see a 72,000 gold part in the store, which is that bottleneck to go to gear 13 for Ultron. And let me tell you, there's a couple people in my guild that have Ultron. It is winning Alliance Wars. Yeah. Ultron wins the entire thing.
I feel so left behind. I feel so left behind on all.
Yeah, you get stuck attacking against an Ultron, and they're gonna have to throw everything at it. They're big. They're big Brotherhood. They're big Shield teams at it. Maybe you might be able to knock out 2 big teams, which is kind of crazy if you think about it.
Yeah, it seems so wasteful when you're going up against the Ultron on defense, but you got to do it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Ultron's something else, man.
He is. I'm waiting for that day that I could unlock him. But anyway, we got Thanos raids back. No tier 4, just at level 3, which was hard back in the day, but so much has changed since then. So many new characters. Are you on full auto right now on these Thanos raids?
Yeah, full auto. You could full auto with Shield. I like using the hybrid team because it's the most satisfying for me to play. I just like playing that team because I like Rocket blowing everybody up over and over again. I think that's a lot of fun. It's faster than Shield, and so I'm using that hybrid Minerva team on autoplay, and it's nothing.
Me too. Even there's some nodes that's only heroes, only villains. I still kind of run variation on that team on those other nodes. Minerva, I get her in to raids as often as possible because she's a hero. But what are your thoughts on them not releasing a tier 4, not upgrading this? Do you read anything into that? Just they brought this back maybe just for endgame. I hope they do something
with it because because we're in Ultimate 6, so I am committed not only to play in the Alliance Wars and to complete 2 raids a day. Mm-hmm. The Alliance Wars is highly engaging in my opinion. If I want to win, I've got to focus. I got to coordinate with the team. I've got to be looking. I'll be following directions. Got to be boosting. Doing things right.
Yeah,
it's engaging. And there's nothing engaging about Ultimate 6 or the Thanos raid at all. It's just mindless, waste 10 minutes of my time.
Yes, I almost wish that after you've cleared it a certain amount of times, they would just let you do it and give you the rewards, because that's pretty much all it's good for is the rewards. I don't think it's fun.
Yeah, it's not engaging.
But you need the rewards though, right?
You need the rewards, but it's not. There's no mental exercise. It is literally putting it on autoplay and doing something else. And I play on BlueStacks a lot, and so I will oftentimes be playing 2 games at once. One on my cell phone, another game, and then I'll be playing the raids on BlueStacks just because I can. It's not engaging at all.
That is when you know you are a true mobile gamer.
I guess.
Anyway, so no elite orange gear in this Thanos raid. I guess because they didn't add a tier 4. But I'm glad that they didn't rework tier 3 just to make tier 3 harder. But I kind of wish that they added another tier for this one.
I mean, that is going to be the inherent problem with player versus PvE content is that there's a power creep in the game, or else why would we get new characters? And as our rosters grow and as new characters come out, the PvE content goes by the wayside. It doesn't appreciate, it doesn't grow the same way that our rosters and our skills and the characters do. But like the Alliance War mode will always be growing. That's not going to need tinkering with the nodes or new raid design or anything like that. It's just going to be growing with everybody's rosters, right?
Yeah, I mean the PvP content is always going to be pretty competitive, but the PvE they're going to be constantly needing to add this stuff, which is why I wish they added the tier 4. I'm glad that they didn't rework tier 3. So.
Well, I mean, from a development standpoint, they can make Alliance Wars and it's done forever. Where these raids, they're going to have to constantly tinker with and constantly make new ones and constantly modify them. It just seems kind of a waste of time in a lot of ways. I don't know.
I'm hoping they'd let us just auto some of these stuff after we cleared it X amount of times. That
makes sense to me. I'd love to auto the Ultimus every day.
Yeah, I would like it. Any other thoughts on this update?
Other than the bugs, which are kind of annoying, I don't know what's going on with that, but they're gonna fix it, I think, today. They're on top of it, but it's been an inconvenience. I'm gonna have to put a ticket in because I spent too much gold on Shuri. I meant to do like 1.5 million, and nothing happened, and it froze, and I pressed the button again, and then I force closed the app, and I come back, and there's 3 million. It's kind of annoying. And I don't know if it's worth putting a ticket in, but it's just really annoying.
I would, even if it's just a can response. I would. Sometimes they give you some rewards in your inbox. Sometimes they don't. So I would definitely put a ticket in.
Okay.
But, hopefully all the bugs are fixed by the time this video comes out, because we're recording this on Friday. I'm probably releasing this on Saturday, so hopefully by the time you're watching this, there's no bugs.
Yeah, communication and the state of the game is at an all-time high, in my opinion. I mean, aside from these bugs for the last 18, 24 hours or whatever, I have very little complaints with the game. I mean, it just seems like everything is kind of firing all cylinders, and communication's been exceptional. There's a new community manager, and that's working out well. I mean, I'm really happy.
Well, the bugs suck, but here's the good thing: we get some sweet rewards. The worse these bugs are,
those rewards. Those
not
rewards
necessarily a bad thing, right?
Ugh, that was pretty substantial right there.
I loved them. So, anyway, I think they know where we can find you, but tell everybody where they can find you, my friend.
The internets, the interwebs.
I'm just gonna call you my friend because I don't know what
friend.
OhEmGee or MobileGamer or that. I don't know.
OhEmGee, yeah.
Alright, so thank you again. If you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, smash on that like button, join the notification squad, share this with your friends. Hulk fist bump. I will see you next time. MobileGamer, OhEmGee, thank you for joining us again. ValleyFlyin out.